Hello, welcome to the stream. My name is Pascal Saucer, and tonight we're going to play Car Mechanic Simulator 2021. Ah, yes, indeed, told me. Welcome in. Well then. I had seen that Pippa had been playing this game on stream, and I decided, why not give it a try? So, here we are. And of course, right before stream, she decides that she's gonna comment on my tweet about it. Hello, Pascal Saucer. That is not my name. Welcome in, Daniel, and welcome in, Nightmare Angel. Let me know if the game or me is, like my audio. Let me know if it's too loud, too quiet. Oh, I also need to, I need to do my go live tweet. 1 second. There we go. Get you guys pulled back up. Okay. I am here too. Also, welcome in, Nova Crusader. Or as I should now call you, here too. Welcome in here too. So, for those that don't know, enter the profile name. Is this my username or just the profile name? I'll just put it. Real life, I am a car mechanic or a automotive technician, whichever way you want to call it. Music is a bit loud. Okay, 1 second. I'll just turn down the game volume for now, and I guess we can try to adjust it later. Music is loud AF! Perfect. I hope everyone tonight leaves with the gift of tinnitus. Okay. It's easy. Simplified classic game mode. Great for beginners. More starting money, less demanding orders. All parts and orders and missions are discovered. Normal. Classic gameplay. Regular orders with ramping difficulty. Expert. Only for experienced players. Remove descriptions, parts, and bolts outlines. Double experience point gain. And sandbox. Although I am an expert mechanic, I think I'm just going to start out at easy. I don't need no dang tutorial. Approach the phone to take an order. Use. Oh, so this is almost going to be the exact same thing Pippa did last night. Fancy. Welcome to Car Mechanic Simulator, and this tutorial will teach you the basics of mechanics in the game. Handling orders, changing fluids and oil, changing tires, and servicing the spring compressor. Change oil. Drain old and refill with new. Other tasks. And in case anyone wonders what that is a Ford Focus. Hello? Take order. Enter. There we go. Approach the left fender. Take off the fender. Good God, I wish it was that easy in real life. Oh, man. I took it off. What else do you want me to do? Mount new front fender. Wow. You know it? Oh yeah. I mean, okay, so so you literally just left click on this thing and the fender just comes off. Uh real life. Uh more than likely there's going to be, well, at first there's going to be a fender liner. You're more than likely going to have to take the wheel and tire off. You'll have to take the fender liner off. It'll just... What? I thought I was just trying to open the hood. Thank you. Anyways, there's more than likely going to be bolts running all the way along the top of that. Not familiar with how it's done on the Focus, but you're probably going to have to take the windshield cowling off. There's probably going to be... See, that's part of the body, so that's not going to come off. This is more than likely a trim piece. That'll have to come off. There's I would be willing to bet the front bumper would have to come off as well, and the headlight. Just to replace that fender. I mean, we're talking at least an hour plus worth of extra work just to get that fender off. And in this game, you just do it and left click and it's off in 2 seconds. What does it want me to do? Click on the coolant reservoir. Open the pie menu to go to additional tools. Okay. Pick drain tool. Fascinating. Nope, the never ones have pop-off side panels. Oh, the newer ones have pop-off side panels. Okay. Take off the reservoir cap. What? What am I trying to do? I thought I already did this. Wow. But we're not going to replace the reservoir. Fascinating. Press the upper button to lift the car. I also find it interesting the style choice of their car lifts. This is not very typical for at least for me, working in my line of work. Although it is a 2-post lift. I'm trying to remember what style this is called. You basically have, on this style lift, you're trying to put the car smack dab in the center of the post. And then front arm on each side goes forward, rear arm goes back on each side. Typically, at least in the shops that I worked, our 2-post lifts, I believe they're called asymmetrical lifts. So you're not trying to center the vehicle, you're actually trying to center the center of gravity of the car. So you tend to actually have, like on this one, it is kind of skewed towards the back a little bit, but on an asymmetrical lift, you actually want to have it pretty much right in the middle of the driver's door. So it'd be even farther back compared to this one. I think this style lift is also more common. Yeah, especially with everything written. Yeah, 400 volts, max 3,200 kilograms. Yeah, this is more of a, this is a European style lift, not so much an American style lift. I may have knocked one off without trying one time. Fascinating. That is a, I'm sure, a very interesting story. By the way, I knocked off a fender. Happened circumstance. Not intentionally. Approach oil drain. Move oil drain to car lift A. I'm guessing they're meaning the drain bucket. Move. Oh, that's too funny. You just click a button and it just slides all the way over there. And it's actually modeled quite well. Now, if you really want to, if you want to have a really bad day with one of these, in case you didn't know, this is an old drain, so it's like remove drain plug, wherever it is on this thing. See it in there. Am I supposed to use old drain to get rid of old oil? Use equipment. Okay. Anyway, so you drain the oil. You drain the oil out of the oil pan into the drain bucket. It goes into this canister down at the very bottom of it, clearly. What you may or may not know is that, okay, so you have the canister. You also have this hose that runs from the very bottom, goes all the way up here. And you also have what looks like a valve on the top of the canister. Interesting thing with these is it's designed to be a pressurized container. So what you do is whenever, that's the other thing that's really strange with this, there is no sight on the bottom of this. So it's like you literally have no idea how full this thing is, other than feeling how heavy it is to push around on the shop floor, or it just comes puking out the top of it. But, so what you would do, I don't even know where it would be in this game, because this is in the tutorial, but there's going to be, that's a toolbox. Let's just say it's an oil drum. So what you'll do is like you would roll this over to an oil drum. You would take this big hose, stick it in the drum, and then you would use shop air. You'd hook it up to this on the top of the canister, and obviously you would have to meter it because you don't want to shoot whatever your shop air pressure is, 90 to 150 psi. You don't want to shove that all in there. You'll just blow up the canister, turn it into a bomb, and then you're probably dead. But you'll meter it down to like 10 psi or something like that, and effectively what would happen is you would shut the valve on this, open the valve on the bottom, air pressure fills up on the top of the canister, pushes the fluid from top down, pushes all the old oil out of the hose, and it would all go into the canister. If you want to have a really bad day, leave that valve open, and then do that. Normally what happens when you do that is that instead of the oil getting pushed down the bottom and out the hose, it just pushes the oil straight out the top, and you have a giant oil spray fountain going all over your shop. It's fantastic. Haven't done that personally myself. I have seen the aftermath of someone doing that, and that is one hell of a mess. Because the guy did it, he tried everything he could to either shut the valve on the top or remove shop air to depressurize the canister, and still, yeah, he made a giant fucking mess. Put oil drain in its place. Move equipment. put equipment back in its place. Click on suspension. One, why do I have to click on the front suspension to replace the oil filter? Two, why am I removing the old oil filter, putting the new filter on, and that is over there? If you still have the old oil filter on the engine, although you drain the oil out of the oil pan, that doesn't drain the oil that's in the oil filter. So if you remove the used oil filter that's still attached to the engine, there's still oil in it. You're going to remove that, and it's going to dump oil everywhere and all over the floor because catch can is now over there. I also still don't understand why I had to click on the front suspension to service the oil filter. Use the lower button to lower the car. Okay. Click on the engine. Oh, and in case anyone wonders, I have worked on a Focus RS before. Or is this an ST? No, I think you're... Are you an RS or an ST? I don't know. This looks nothing like it underneath the hood. Okay. Also, how much oil am I putting in this? I have no idea. It just says to hold it. Engines are heavy. Engines are heavy. Especially if you work on some really old, work on some old American, iron stuff. I mean, take off wheel. God, imagine working on a car and you haven't used air tools. I'm sorry. I work in the 21st century. I have battery power tools. The models are off. Yeah, they are. I mean, obviously, you know, since they don't have copyright branding rights to use the Ford logos on there, that I totally understand. But at the same time, it's like the underside of a Ford Focus doesn't look anything like this. So it is interesting. Approach the tire changer. Where is the tire changer? There you are. You're hiding over here. Separate the parts. God, I wish it was that easy in real life. Okay. Now what? Pick install. Oh, it does actually model it. What's up, Mr. Professional? Welcome in, Zachary. I'm just being blown away by how simple the steps are to actually do certain tasks in this game compared to how it would go in real life. Because also fun fact with this tire changer, it literally just throws the tire up here, and you just remove the tire from the wheel. There's no You didn't break the bead of the tire off the rim. You just threw it up there and it just happened. Because they do actually model. There's the bead break, at least on this style of tire changer. This is actually more common in a tire shop. There are nicer ones. There are actually even ones that are fully automated. You can actually just throw a tire on the tire machine, just remove the valve stem core, let all the air out of the tire, and then you literally just press a button and the whole machine just does the whole job for you. You just have to sit there and hold a dead man's pedal, so, you know, obviously if something happens to you, you walk away. You pass out, whatever. You know, it doesn't just sit there and keep working. It'll stop. So what are the chances are Oshi has to stream up in the background while she yap maxes? Highly unlikely. I am touched that she did like and comment on my Twitter post. However, highly unlikely. Mostly because I have the male debuff. And I'm also not a member of Face Connect, and although you know, I say that. I don't know. I guess I mean I am a Capipulus. I still don't I highly doubt she's gonna show up. I really don't. Lucky you being seen, I know. I don't even know how that happened. Other than, you know, she just happened to be looking at Twitter and just saw it. Anyway, what I was gonna say was, so whenever it threw the tire up on the tire machine, it just threw the tire and the rim up here. And if you don't know how a tire seats onto a rim and holds air inside of it, because it is, you know, it is a pneumatic tire. It has air inside of it. How it seals the rubber to the metal of the rim, or carbon fiber, whatever it's using as a material to make the rim. Anyway, how it seals is that there's a bead. Because you see the tire here. I mean, you kind of saw it whenever it was taking it apart. There's a bead, and it's basically part of the tire that sticks past the metal and goes behind the rim. So whenever you're trying to take a tire off of a wheel, you have to break those beads. It's designed to make a airtight seal on that rim on the inside of it. So on this particular style of tire machine, there's a bead break right here. So you would have to take the tire, which is laying up here. You'd have to stand it up vertical, like how it is on the car. Stand it up next to the tire machine. Oh, it does actually model the foot pedals. That's nice. I think I think it would be that pedal, the third pedal. You'd have to sit there with your foot and hold the tire and the wheel up against the bead brake, line that up with the rubber of the tire, press that foot pedal. It would smash the rubber up against the metal rubber piece of the tire machine right here, and it would force the tire off the rim, breaking the bead. And you would have to do that both on the front face and the back face, or the bottom side of the wheel, or tire, I should say. So you would have to do all that, then put it on the tire machine, then pull the tire off the rim, and then pretty much after that, it pretty much modeled it all how it's supposed to be, other than there's normally either something on this side or that side that would have like replacement valve stems, and also there's usually an air tank attached to the back side of this, so you can actually air the tire up with the tire machine. And it'll have like a hose that'll hook up to the valve stem, and it'll have a air gauge, so you can see how much air you're putting in the tire. So yeah. Oh, and then if it's a nicer machine, it'll also have a bead seater built into the machine. Because as tires get bigger, it's like, say, an off-road tire, it has like really, really big sidewalls, and you're trying to seal the bead to the rim. You need a lot of air to do that because the tire is so massive and the sidewall is so tall, it'll just droop, and you can't actually get the tire to seat to the rim. So you'll have to use a, you'd have to use that tool. And depending on what style of tire machine it is, it'll either force a bunch of air from the bottom side, it'll force air up into the rim and tire area, and it'll force air and push the beads out to lock them in place. Or it'll have a big hose that you can stick on the bead and then press a button and it'll shoot a bunch of air in there doing the same thing. It'll seat the beads. Yeah! Fun! Oh god. This is a relic. This is such an old tire balancer. Oh my god. I don't think I've seen this style of tire balancer in, god, years. How am I supposed to do this? Rotate left, rotate right. That was the most dumbed down version of tire balancing I have seen in my life. I also like how the screen has absolutely nothing on it whatsoever. Like, there's there's no animation, there's no wheel or tire on here. It doesn't tell you how much weight you're putting on it. Also, the inside of this rim is disgusting. Like, how do you plan on getting weights to stick in there? They do at least have weights laying up here. And it's actually pretty clean for the most part. Normally you get the lube techs over here, and they're this thing will just be completely covered in the because these are, looks like all they have over here is stick-on weights. So it's like a they used to be lead. Now they're made out of another material. I can't remember what the hell it's called, but it's, it's a weight. And they're usually divided, at least in the US, they're usually divided in quarter ounce, half ounce, and 1 ounce weights. And you just pick them up in these strips like this. Depending on what it is, it's like, say it says you need 1 ounce of weight. You'll grab your stick of weight there and you'll measure out however many pieces you need to get to 1 ounce. And it's adhesive, so there's like a paper on the back side of it. You'll rip it off. It's sticky, and then you'll make sure that it'll show on the tire machine on the monitor. And sometimes if it's a really nice machine, it'll have a infrared line. It'll shine an infrared line on the inside of the rim. You'll clean the inside of the rim, make sure it lines up with where it wants it on the screen, and then you'll stick your weight on there. And then you'll, make sure it checks out and it balances true. Normally with lube techs, what they'll do is that they'll just ignore that there's probably a trash can, probably like right there, or even next to the tire machine. They'll just keep throwing all those unused paper and just stack it up. This whole thing will just be full of trash. It's so fucking annoying. Or they'll also the lube techs will scrape off all the wheel weights, or if they're not the stick-on weights, the clip-on weights, they'll unclip the weights and they'll just throw it all up here on the top of the tire machine. So basically, you just come over, you try to, you get done doing your tire, you've already fought trying to get the stupid tire off the rim and vice versa, get it on there, and you're like, oh my god, okay, I'm finally done getting my ass handed to me by the by that job. Here, let me just bring it over here. I'm almost done. I just gotta throw a tire machine up here, and then this whole thing is just covered in shit. And I've gotten so mad before. It's like I throw the wheel and tire up here, and then I'm just angrily just picking up all the shit off the tire machine and throwing it in the trash, and just like, God, just do your damn job. Frustrating. Also notice too that there's I say that I'm probably the only car mechanic here. There's supposed to be cones that go on this, and of course now I can't show you because I have the wheel not on the tire machine. There's cones that will go on this part of the tire balance machine. Excuse me. The wheel has to sit on that cone, and then you tighten this to hold the wheel to the tire machine. They also don't show that on this either, because normally you'll have either on these posts here, or there's usually a attachment either on the front or on the side, and it's got a bunch of different cones that you'll have to either put on the front or the back side of the rim to make sure that it actually seats on the tire machine level and true. That way it can actually balance the wheel and tire correctly. Anyway, I guess we'll put the tire and wheel back on the car after I open the pie menu. Also notice too that this is a I'm pretty confident the Ford Focus, it has lug nuts. But this has lug studs. And the floor near it. Oh yeah, talking about the tire machine making a mess. Oh yeah, definitely. That's also another interesting thing. So, if you noticed whenever I was putting the according to this animation, I put the lug studs on it, like on this side. See, this style would be called a lug stud, because the lug, that's the bolt part on the end of it here, has a stud on the end of it. The more common, oh God, let me out. Why am I zoomed in so far? Let me out. Leave. Part mount. I need to go to part unmount, don't I? Hello? Inventory, car status, additional tools, tablet, part mount. What? You're telling me to switch to unmount, but it only gives me part mount. What am I missing? Hello? Oh. Okay. Bye-bye, sway bar link. You'll have no sway bar link. Your sway bar is there to move about freely. But what's more commonly used is that you'll have a lug nut. So basically what it is, instead of having a lug stud where the threaded part that goes into the wheel that actually holds the wheel to the wheel hub, it'll have the studs are actually part of the wheel hub. So you'll have 4 studs sticking out of this rotor face here. And then you'll have the lug nuts, and the lug nuts are actually what hold the wheel rim to the wheel hub on the car. So Mini Cooper is the only time I've dealt with those. Yeah, typically, so it'll be like Mini Cooper, Audi, Volkswagen, Some newer Land Rovers. It's definitely more. It's more of a German thing, or a European thing than it is in the U.S. And they're kind of a pain in the butt. Um, for those that don't know, the nice part about having the studs on the wheel hub is that you'll take your wheel and tire if you're wanting to take your if you already have the wheel and tire off and you're trying to put the wheel and tire on the car. It has the studs sticking out. So, five on this car, it's five. So you would have five studs sticking out of the wheel hub. And really all you have to do is just line up the five holes of the wheel with the studs and just slide the wheel on there. The problem with this style is that there's nothing to really hold the wheel up in place other than this tiny little lip on the wheel hub itself. So it's like you gotta get the wheel up there, hold it up, pray to God you don't drop it, line up the wheel, the holes in the wheel to line up with the holes in the wheel hub, and then stick the lug studs through, and then thread it in, and then tighten everything down. They do have special. It'll be like a lug stud, but it's a tool, so it just has it looks like a lug stud. It threads in, but it has it's much longer, and it doesn't have threads on it. And you could use that as a way to align the wheel to the hub to get it up in place, and it'll hold it in place, and then you can, at least get some of your other lug studs started, then remove that, and then tighten everything down. So, yeah. Fun. What am I doing? Approach the spring puller. Where is that? There it is. So what now it's having us do, so it's like, it had us remove the strut assembly, which is what has the strut and the shock, or it has the strut and the spring in it. Use. Separate parts. So, from Pippa's stream the other night, she was asking, what does this do? You kind of saw it in the animation. What it's doing is that it doesn't show it here, but it's like, so you have your strut, your whole strut assembly, this whole piece. You have the main part of the strut, which is going to be the shock part on the bottom, and then the bottom part of the spring seat. You'll have your coil spring, which is in the middle of all this. It's that coil that winds up around in there. And then you also will have your strut mount and strut bearing. Some cars it's two pieces, some cars it's one. And then there's going to be a nut that goes smack in the middle of this, and that nut is what holds the strut to the strut mount, and it holds all of this together. And what this spring puller, spring compressor does is that in order for you to take that nut off, this spring has to be compressed. The spring has to be squished down smaller than it normally would be, so that you can take the tension off of the strut mount, so you can take that nut off and disassemble everything safely. Because say you got the brilliant idea, you're a shade tree mechanic, you're green, you have no idea what the hell you're doing. You're like, I need to replace my strut. You don't have a spring compressor, and you just decide, I'm just going to take this off my car. I'm just going to lay it on the ground. There's this big ass nut on the top of it. I'm just going to take that nut off. This coil spring has a lot of tension behind it. I mean, a lot. You go taking that nut off the top of it, and I have heard stories of springs going through, shooting outside of the shop doors, shooting up and smacking into the ceiling, and worst case scenario, the spring comes off and it smacks you in the face, and you have a really bad day in the emergency room. um, Also seen them snap as well. Yeah. Um, so yeah. Definitely do not try to take a strut apart without using some type of spring compressor of some kind. And also, for the love of God, I know you've probably seen it on YouTube, TikTok, or whatever. For the love of God, do not use zip ties. Do not do that either. Because you have no idea how strong your Ling Long Ching Chong Hobo Freight zip ties are. If you go using zip ties to try to zip tie the spring, compress the spring with zip ties, you have no idea how strong those zip ties are. And those zip ties could break all at once, and then you're basically in the same position you would be if you just took the nut off without compressing the spring. Yeah. Never try this by hand. Exactly. Do not try doing that by hand. Um, there are also some rental spring compressors that you can get from, say, like O'Reilly's, AutoZone, Advanced Auto Parts, and those are also not the safest to use. Um, Only because, like, this style of spring compressor, it it holds the bottom of the strut, it holds the top of the strut, it has a big surface area that it's grabbing onto and it's clamping it closed. The ones that come from AutoZone are literally just looks like two long bolts with some clamps at either end, and you literally just use a wrench or a socket to tighten it closed, and that's how you effectively compress the spring. And those are also really, really bad about slipping off the spring, and you're gonna have a bad day. Sounds really bad. It can be really, really bad, and some of that you know danger is not really translated very well with this something like this. I mean, I know it's a video game. They're obviously not going to be like, oh my God, it's the end of the world if you don't use this part correctly or this tool correctly or do this job incorrectly. But it can be dangerous. Wait. Pick join option from pie menu. Join parts. Yeah, see, this is they call it a shock absorber, which it technically is. That is a shock in the middle of all that, but technically this is actually a strut just because of the McPherson style suspension that the car has on the front of it. And then this is your spring. The spring goes, it'll sit in the bottom of the strut. And then they're calling this the front shock absorber cap. This is normally called a strut mount. So it's like spring sits in the strut. Strut mount will go on the top of that. And then, not shown here, there's going to be a hole here for the strut to come up through, and then there'll be a big nut that tightens all that and holds everything together. I also like, too, that for whatever reason, we only replaced the spring. Which I don't really understand why you would just replace the spring. It's very uncommon for the spring to go bad before the strut does. What? There we go. high menu and pick car status. Switch tab to order summary and then finish order. Where is that at? Oh, okay. Story order, change oil, drain old, refill with new, other tasks, task bonuses, job bonus, total payout. Nice. So that's it. We just completed our first job. Basic tutorial is completed. If you need further help, make sure to check out tutorial section in the main menu where you can find detailed information about all aspects of the game. Continue. Welcome to Car Mechanic Simulator 2021. Welcome. This is your new garage. Take a look around and get to know your new workplace. You'll have at your disposal an old, adapted gas station with its surroundings. Complete orders, purchase, and renovate cars to expand your garage. Good luck. Also, whatever Pippa said last night about Route 66, I do not agree with. She talked very negatively of Route 66, and it's like, well, you haven't actually gone. You need to go down Route 66. You actually need to go through the small towns. You need to go into the little mom and pop shops. You need to go to the museums. You need to actually experience Route 66. Don't just take it, you know, at face value. Danger, do not enter. Authorized personnel only. Also, what are we called? You break, we fix auto repair since 2021. There's also a telephone booth. When was the last time you guys ever saw a telephone booth? Does anybody in chat even know what a telephone booth is? Are there some people in my chat that are just looking at this and are being like, what is a telephone booth? Why is there a phone outside in a little tiny glass and metal cubicle? Ooh, a rollback. Hell yeah. God, I would have to I'd love to have a rollback like this. Oh, this is a Ford. Ooh. OBS Ford. Nice. Of course, I can't get inside of it and do anything. Sad. Oh no, this is an actual memorial. That's sad. I kind of just want to walk around on the outside. Non-stackable. Ignore the stuff that's stacked on top of it. Is that supposed to be short for get gas? Flammable. Super heavy. Yeah, I probably wouldn't try to pick this whole thing up at once. Ooh, we got a scissor lift? Doubt we use that in the game. Just a random porta potty outside. Oh, there's actually a construction site back here. Okay, that makes more sense. What are we building back here, though? Nice bobcat. Got some floodlights. I can't go anywhere past this. I'm incapable of jumping. Oh, can I go up this wood plank? Yeah. Ah. Nope, it won't let me. Sad. Cement. Fascinating. There's also this old building back here. Oh, and I can't go inside of it. That's disappointing. Clearly has seen better days. It's got no roof. and missing windows. There's also a storage container right here. Nice. I also like the boarded up windows. It's a nice touch. Got a nice tall fence. It says keep out. Select a drink, pixelated. Cola. Ice machine. Notice ice is not free. Oh, that's right, because this is part of the old gas station part of it. Notice, do not smoke in this area. Yet 99% of the time you'll see a mechanic that has the affliction of being a smoker. 99% of the time. Oh, you can actually see it. Oh, they got that perfectly. They got that nailed down. Yeah, it'll say, notice do not smoke in this area, and then the mechanic that's also a smoker will just be standing outside, leaning up against this, and just smoking a cigarette. And then just leaving the cigarette butts all over the ground. Don't put them in the appropriate receptacle, throw them in the trash. Just fucking just put them out on the ground with your foot, and then just walk back inside. That is too funny. I feel just at home here. Oh yeah. Plastic lawn furniture? Your leftover repair orders from stuff from 4 or 5 months ago is just strewn all over the floor, you know, with personal information all over it. Just random cardboard boxes that are clearly water damaged. For some reason you have a generator, gas generator in here. Stuff that is plastic wrapped. Some reason you have an old school bus just sitting inside of your shop, just taking up valuable real estate. Like, just put the damn thing outside. We got and lift. They actually have a fire cabinet for all your flammable materials. That's nice. That's more than most shops will have. I'm also guessing to venture that this is your uniform changing room, because here's the sink to wash up. Just rags hanging off the wall. Your locker's right there. Oh man. This place is a fucking mess. And just a random hammer laying over here. Ooh, we got a radio. I killed it. Fancy. Ooh, even got a fan. Ooh, I get a fan. Nice. Hell yeah. I'll tell you right now too. I say that though. I've exclusively worked at a dealership. I don't think I've ever seen one use a pegboard like this. I've seen them use pegboards to hang special service tools, like in the tool room, not actually out in the shop. So this feels more like a like something you'd see in your own garage at home. Ooh, they do have the nicer foam inserts in their toolboxes, though. That's nice. Upgrades. Oh. Move faster by 2%. Oh, so these are all... Okay. It's not really the toolbox. That's my toolbox. Whatever brand... Bosto Navy Limited is. Well, this is the same thing as over here. Very well. Interior detailing toolkit. Nice. Oh. How to tell you're actually you're playing a card game, but it's actually meant for, people overseas. It says WC, where clearly the bathroom is at, because they call it a water closet. Workplace first aid guide. I can't read shit. We're just going to die. That's the same as the other ones. Tim gas? Time gas. Huh. Interesting. These look like propane tanks, but they could also be like refrigerant. And that looks like something you would see either for a either a welder or a settling. Okay. Guess let's do something. What am I supposed to do? Car parts. I have 10,000 credits. Wow, there's a lot of stuff in here. Holy shit. Wow. Fascinating. So how do I... Where's the phone? There's the phone. 1977 Luxor Barone? I don't know. Hi, I was just passing by and I noticed your repair shop. It's good that somebody took care of that old ruined petrol station. The car that I'm coming with today is quite a recent purchase. It was used on a daily basis. The condition is rather okay. It would be good to check the oil level and tires. That should be no problem for you. If you manage, then perhaps this won't be our last meeting. See you. It's a very interesting way to end a conversation. Drain the oil and other tasks. Okay. Take order. Huh. What? How do you... Where... How do? What do? How... Open pie menu. Drive the car. Leave the car. Start, shut the car. There's no oil in the engine. You cannot perform this action. What? Why is there no oil in it? I didn't take the oil out of it. Why is there no oil in it? I'm so confused already. How do you know when this is full? I've still yet to figure that out. I guess when it starts puking out the side. If you got oil coming out of your valve cover when you're trying to add oil to it, I think you've already added way too much to it. Oh, man. Okay. I've got oil in the car. Are you happy now? Will you start? Boy, this thing is not happy. No, it wants more. Okay, we will just keep pouring oil into it until oil is coming out of the valve covers. Not onto the ground. I've actually heard stories of that happening before at one of my old dealerships. It was a lube tech, and it was the they have big oil dispensers that hang from the ceiling, and it's basically like a rubber hose with a gun on the end of it. And it was the style that the parts department would dial in however many quarts of oil you wanted. So like, say you had a car come in, it holds 5 quarts of oil, you would call up the parts department and be like, you know, I need 5 quarts on pump A or whatever. And you would just sit there and hold the gun, and it would meter out 5 quarts of oil because that's what the parts department set it at. Well, somebody decided one day to fat finger it and set it from like 5 quarts to 50 or 500 or something like that. And the gun has a lock handle on it, so you can pull the trigger on it. It'll hold the trigger closed, and then you can walk away and do something else. So that's what happened. The lube tech goes over there. He sets it up. You know, calls in 5 or 6 quarts of oil, ends up getting 50 or 60, and yeah, he goes back to it, and the engine is completely full of oil, and there's oil all over the floor underneath the car. Oh, it was so bad. I wasn't there, but I heard it. I heard the story, and it's like, dude, that has got to be, you're going to have a really bad day. Because then it's like, you got to drain all that oil out of the engine and pray to God it didn't get somewhere where it could burn it, because that thing will just smoke oil like crazy until it finally burns it all off. And then of course you have all the oil all over the engine and then all over the floors. It's just a bad day. It's just a really, really bad day. Okay, so this thing won't start. It said absolutely nothing as to why. Well, I mean, there's a lack of upper radiator hose, to say the least. Like, does this have any radiator hoses on it? It has no radiator hoses hooked up. So that's interesting. Evening all. Welcome in, Delta Ray Studios. Car battery. Car battery also has no... There's no battery cables. How's this supposed to work? Inventory. Car status. Huh. Why do I have... Why does it look like I just took this engine to an engine dyno? What on earth? Oh, here we go. So... Parts to fix. Brake pads, fuel pump, oil filter, round air filter, and all the tires. Okay. Change brake fluid, change power steering fluid, refill washer fluid. Okay. Interesting. Huh. Why am I doing this all outside, though? It's so weird. It's also a very interesting container to have washer fluid in. Okay. There's the washer fluid. Interesting that the power steering fluid is coming in a metal container. Are you full? Yes, you are full. The power steering reservoir, at least the cap, it looks very, very much GM. Looks like something you would see on an older GM car. Brake servo cap. Now that's an interesting name for it. And brake fluid. Huh. It's also, no, I guess that is two sides. So it is a dual master cylinder. It looks really similar to a single master cylinder, not a dual. Okay. So there's that. Oh, it wants us to change it. Whoops. My bad. Wait. Why are you doing that, though? Okay, now I'm getting confused. Check current car status, shopping list, part mount. Switch to part unmount mode. What? No. Why does it only let me add fluid? Why can't I remove it? I'm so confused. How do you do the syringe part where you suck the fluid out of it? At least the way it wants you to do it. Drain tool. There we go. It's gonna take me a minute to figure this out. There we go. Hopefully it's happy now. Okay. There we go. Are you happy now? Yeah, there we go. What a pain. Okay, let's try that. Let's try that again on this thing. No. Okay, there we go. I'm figuring it out. At least I hope I am. Okay. How are we doing now? There we go. Drain oil. Drain old and refill with new. See, I don't... How am I supposed to do this when I'm outside? Huh. No. I want to change the oil. Drains fluids. Drain the oil. Do it. Won't let me. That's unfortunate. Well then. Huh. Switch the part mount mode. Additional tools. No, I don't want to. I don't want to unmount the oil pan. Accessible from under the car on the lift. Huh. I mean, it'll try to start. Just doesn't run. It sounds really unhappy. Huh. So it probably won't let me drive it. Leave car, drive the car. The engine can't be started, no kidding. Huh. So is this gonna be... Yeah, there's nothing here. Huh. Do you have the list for the car? Yeah. Well, it has a car status. Drain oil. Other tasks. Has brake pads, fuel pump, oil filter, air filter, and tires. Oh, I can mark the job that I need. Interesting. So does that mean it'll guide me on how to do that? Or no? Okay, so move it to the lift command. How do I do that? Marked ones will highlight. Interior and additional parts. Assemble mode. Examination mode. Move the car. Move the car to another location in the garage. Okay. Thank God. Oh, thank you, Thomi. I was just so confused. It's just like, what do you mean? It's like you want me to do all this stuff and I can't even lift the car up. Oh my God. Well, that was fun. What are you waiting on? Go all the way up. All the way up. There we go. Hey, look at that. You can get under the car now. I like how the control arms are just not attached to anything. They're just floating up in there. And this front subframe is not bolted to anything either. Okay. What the hell is this drive shaft? What What is this? That is so weird. In remove parts view, you can see marked parts. Okay. Assemble mode, additional car status inventory. It says body assembly mode. What? Shopping list, photo mode, options, orders, inventory. What? That's not it. Symbol mode. Examine mode. Okay. There we go. That makes more sense. Yeah, because there's the tires that they want replaced. Filter, air filter, engine oil filter. Okay. Alright, that makes more sense. Okay. Oh, goodness. Excuse me. Switch to part mount mode. Oh yeah, that's right. We gotta... Hold up. I'm gonna grab this guy. Move equipment. Car lift A. Excuse me. Use equipment. Use the take a part to enter remove mode as well. Okay. Guess move equipment. Put equipment back in its place. Okay. Wait. I need to put that. I need a oil filter to put back on it. How? There we go. Oh, that's the old one. I need a new one. How do I get a new one? Add to shopping list? Whoa, why did I get so close to it? So that's only... I only have the old one. How do I get... I guess I gotta go buy it? Where are you? Oil filter? Oil filter. Oil filter? Keep in mind there's many shops in the home tab on the PC. Okay. So I got the oil filter, so does that mean I have it in my inventory now? Whoa, 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 no! Here we go. Part mount, oil filter. There we go. Okay, I'm figuring it out. I'm figuring it out, chat. Because in real life, I would just grab an oil filter, put an oil filter on there. And also the parts department would get me an oil filter for me. I wouldn't have to go order it. Oh, okay. So I'm guessing that also means... Okay, so we drain the oil. Take that off. Add fluid. So now the oil change will be completely done. There we go. So wait till it's puking out the valve cover. That's how you know it's full. Mark the parts from the list. Where is that? Is that in... like that? Or no? Okay. So we still need brake pads, fuel pump, air filter, tires. Okay. Yes, okay. Guess let's... take that off. Go. Cool. The star on the ones you need to do, so they will highlight them. Okay. So not the ones I've already done, the ones that I need to do. Not that. So not that, but that. Okay. So we need an air filter. Where are you? Air filter V8 Hemi 446 pack. That's not what we have. Where? What? Where are you? Is that what it has? No. Round air filter, 2 carb. It doesn't say that on here though. I'm so confused already. Oh, can I touch the type up here? Round. Hey! I'm learning! There we go. Take off part. No, I want to add a part. Part mount. Yes. There we go. Add the lid. Hey! There we go. So they will highlight them. See the blue parts in this view. In the... where is it? Not disassemble. Should be... I'm not seeing it. What blue parts? Oh, I see it now. Okay. Yeah, so it's like you can see the tires. No, 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 no. Oh, no. But yeah, you can see them. You see the tires, the filter, which we already did. You see the fuel pump hiding back there, and the tires back there. hit work on part. Focus on part. Wow. Pretty bad day when you're having to spray stuff to just try to get a lug stud off. Disc brake ventilated. Oh yeah, I gotta take the brake caliper off. Hold on. There we go. Get the caliper off. Get the brake pads off. Now we take the rotor off. Hey! Good old WD-40, yeah, you know it. Okay. Well, there's that side. Wish you could do this at a normal work height instead of just kind of scrunched down on the floor. Hey! Well, there's the front brakes off. I also like it too that it's like you can clearly tell which lug studs you need to use the WD-40 on. It's not like real life where you have to, you know, you have to figure it out the hard way. Wow. Boy, they dumbed that down a lot. There's no springs or nothing in this. Just remove the brake shoe. Okay. Not sure if I need to take the wheel cylinder off, but I did. I'll probably regret that later. There we go. Okay, so there's that. Now, how does it want me to do this fuel pump? Doesn't look like I get it at it from underneath. So do I have to get it from inside the car? Huh. Well then. Click it while in the remove view? Okay. Wait. No, not that. Nope. Nope. How? Doesn't reach. Huh. I can't zoom out anymore. Huh. Can I do it from back here? Yes, there we go. Hey, I figured it out. Oh man, boy, they make that very interesting. Part hop to the back, yeah, I saw that. Interesting. Okay, so that's everything off the car. Now I guess I just gotta go back in here and buy everything that I need. Don't need that. How do I know which parts I need? Nope. There's a way I could look at it in my inventory, isn't there? Options. Huh. Photo mode, inventory. Here we go. So this is everything I've taken off the car. Oh, I don't want to sell it. How do I add to shopping list? There we go. Can I just... That's not gonna buy a wheel and a tire, right? Like, I just want to buy a tire. Yeah, it won't let me add it. Weird. Those already replaced. Split them up? How do I split? Sort? No. Oh, you're saying I need to take them to the tire machine and take them apart. Oh, okay. Separate parts. Make sure you need the parts as the job has a % max part they want. Okay. Guess I need to go back and make sure I actually need what I just got. There we go. Alright, let's try that again. So what you're saying is there's a certain percentage. So how do I know what percentage they need to be at in order to replace them? No. The job list should have it, I think. Okay. That's the shopping list. Huh. How do I check that again? No. No. Map, inventory, orders, photo mode, shopping list, options. Now I'm even more confused. How am I already forgetting how to do this? Might need to look at the car for it. Yeah, you're right. Here we go. Nope. Nope. Shopping list, inventory, car status. Well then, just says parts to fix. 46%. Oh, okay, so this up here. Repair the parts of minimum condition. So if it's below 46%, that's when I need to replace them, correct? That's what it means? I'm assuming. Yep, okay. So, I mean, that pretty much means everything that I got I need to replace anyway. Because filter was at 21%, that tire's at 17. Technically, I need to replace the rim, because that's at 42. So I guess I gotta replace that. Okay, so some of this stuff I actually don't need to replace. Because, like, that brake cylinder was at 49%, so that's okay. You can soft lock the game if you get too nice of parts. I see. Well, also, here's the other thing. So it's saying 46%. These brake shoes are exactly at 46%, so do I go ahead and replace them, or do I leave them? Put the new tire on the rim, as I think it'll take the percentage mixed from the both. They are good then, okay. Well, I guess, maybe I just need to go to my shopping list and clear it. Let me try this again. Shopping list. Let me try this again. Inventory. So we need a fuel pump. We don't need that brake cylinder. We don't need those brake shoes. Don't need the brake drum. We need the tire. Need that rim. Don't need that cylinder. Need those brake shoes. That brake drum. That tire. Not that rim. Not that disc. Those brakes. Brake pads. That brake cylinder. That brake caliper. That tire. That rim is fine. That rotor needs to be replaced. Brake pads need to be replaced. Brake cylinder's fine. Caliper needs to be replaced. Tire, rim, and we already did these two. Okay. There we go. Now we know what parts we actually need. Open shopping list. What? Where'd they go? Fuel pump. There we go. So I've already bought the fuel pump. I can take that off. Tires. Where are the tires at? Huh. Where are the tires at? Brake drum. I only need one. Hit the home button. Oh, tire shop. There we go. Give me a second. Okay. Standard tire. Wait, what was that? Oh no. 215 75 15. Let's see. We need 4. What? There we go. $215 $75 $15 4 by part. There we go. So those are bought. I need 2 rims for wheels. Oops, I exited out too far. Rims shop. There we go. Need 2 of those. They're 15s. Oh, ET. Oh, wait on the rims to see if the tire pushes it over. Okay. So I won't get those. Let me go back. Let's go back to the shopping list. Didn't I? Did I buy brake pads or no? Can't remember. No, I didn't. Okay. How many do I need? 2. Take those off. Excuse me. Those I definitely did buy. I know that for sure. Yeah, there's the one. Okay. So I already have those. I can remove that. Brake caliper. Need 2 of those. Buy that. Take that off. Only needed 1 of those. Take that off. Brake shoe. Need 1 of those. Wait, didn't I already buy that? Yeah. Okay. Alright. I guess, let's do what Thomy said, and, let's go ahead and put these tires on. Okay. Yeah, so it puts those at between 70 and 74%, depending on what rim and tire package it is. So that's higher than 46%. So those should be fine, right? I mean, I figured they would be. Also, can I just sell these old parts to get rid of them out of my inventory? Yes, okay. Just want to make sure. Okay. So I guess that also means brake drum. I already bought a brake drum. I don't need the rims. Okay. Guess, let's go ahead and do... change part mount. Put that back on. Well, one of these I actually don't need to put on. Right? Because it's at 46. Oh, I didn't balance them. Whoopsie. Whoopsie. Gotta do that. Balance. Oops. Hopefully that doesn't count against me. Okay, there we go. After the job, I would sell any to make life easy. Okay. Makes sense. There we go. Alright, now let's see if it's happy. Hey, there we go. Hell yeah. Oh god. Nope. There we go. Hell yeah. We're getting it figured out. God, it just feels really weird. Not putting on new... Normally whenever you're doing brakes, you're normally replacing everything. It's weird not putting all new stuff on. I mean, I say that. Some people will do a pad slap and call it okay. What? Why am I doing that? Brake caliper cylinder. Don't they mean the brake piston? Their terminology is kind of weird. Yay! That should be everything, shouldn't it? Yeah, look at that. We're all done. Oil change is done. Fluids are done. Finish order. Yippee! We did a thing! Case. What? What is a case? Sell parts that are condition is below or equal to. Can I just select it and just sell it? Okay, so that just does everything. Okay. Yay! We did a thing! Guess we'll take another one. Griffin Tyro! Clearly not a mini. Loot box time. What? That's a loot box? Do you want to open the case? Accept. What? Pick 2 cards. Okay. Wow. I don't know what that did. Okay. Oh no, the other drops went. Okay, now I'm stuck working on a Volvo. What's this? Okay. Take order. Fancy. So I gotta do orders, photo, shopping list, options. No, not that. Move car. Car lift A. There we go. Alright, let's see. Car status. Change coolant fluid. Drain old and refill. Other tasks provided. Okay. Oh no, I don't want to add fluid. I want to drain fluid. Yeah. Remove it. Remove it! There we go. Come on. Hey, there we go. Yay! That's done. I guess let's see if there was... Is there anything else that it wanted to do? No, it doesn't look like it. It says finish order. Okay, that was easy enough. Guess we'll take this one. Wow. Moon. This is clearly not a Mitsubishi Eclipse. Move car. Car lift A. Car status. Change power steering fluid. Change windshield washer fluid. Drain old and refill. Okay. Wait, what was that? Power steering. Okay. There we go. There we go. Hell yeah. That's all it wanted, right? Yeah, finish order. Okay, so some of these are actually really easy to do. That first one I had quite a bit of work on it. These last two jobs I've kind of blown right through them. That hasn't been hard. Alright. Check status. Refill brake fluid. All they want to do is just top off the brake fluid. Okay. The evil ones will show up. I welcome it. Give me a challenge. There we go. Nice, nice ABS module you got there. No plug. I'm sure that's great for, connectivity. Got the Bluetooth there. Bluetooth ABS module. Another Volvo 240. Change coolant refill. Never trust the soccer moms? Nah, never. Okay. Additional tools. Drain tool. There we go. So how do I tell which ones are going to be harder jobs? Poor brake performance. Brake problems. Oh my god, it's a Civic. Oh, I had one of these. Oh, it's an EG. It was the same color too. It was red. And then I got, well, I say I got in it. My dad was driving it, and he unfortunately got in an accident with it. You might need to level up. Oh, is that a thing? Okay. I guess let's get this inside and see about how do I go about doing that? So do lame jobs till you level up. It's showing them at level 1. Cost of 1. Garage expansions, tools. XP 127 out of 50. Okay, so I gotta keep doing these kind of remedial, silly little jobs until I get leveled up. Ooh, here we go. Get some real work. Brake calipers, brake disc, brake pads. Okay. Here we go. Actually, well, let me do it with it lifted up all the way. Let's see if it's any easier. I don't know, I'm kind of staring up at it. Maybe not. Also, welcome in, Felix. How would you say this compares to your real job, Pascal? Just the fact that I can mouse click on everything to remove stuff, way easier. Also, I've been playing this for 2 hours, and well, you can't see my hands, but my hands are perfectly clean. I haven't gotten dirty at all. Another major advantage. Oh, yeah, I think I'm gonna do this at the... oh god, I really wish they wouldn't do it like this, because it's like, I'd much rather have it like, I'd have the car at like eye level instead of down. It's either down on the ground and you're staring down at it, or it's way up in the air and you're looking up at it. Like, I know you can do this, but still. Feels really strange. There we go. Like World of Guns versus field stripping a gun IRL. Oh yeah, I mean it's exact same thing. It's also way dumbed down on everything. I was explaining quite a bit of it towards the beginning of stream, but I was getting kind of concerned I might have been boring people with it, so I kind of dialed it back some, and now I'm just trying to play the game. Let's see. Whoa. Whoa. I can't see through whatever that is. Alright, there we go. So all the brakes are off of it. I guess let's check. So it wants repair with parts of minimum condition of 69%. So let's check what we have. Wait, what was that at? I already forgot. God dang it. Nope. 69. So don't need that, don't need that. We need a caliper. Need that. Need that. Need that. That's okay, that's okay. That's okay. That needs replaced. Okay. Open shopping list. Need 2 brake calipers. Remove that. Need 1 brake disc. Remove that. Now we need 2 brake pads times 2 by part. Well, and then the other interesting thing with that too is unless I'm working on my own stuff, I don't have to worry about parts. I have a parts department that takes care of that. Wait, what? No, I need to install parts. Part mount. I also find it really interesting that every single time it has you replace the brake caliper, it does it without the piston inside of it. So it's like you're always removing the piston from the caliper, which is not typical. Not a typical thing to do. Normally when you're replacing a brake caliper, it's a loaded caliper. It already has the piston inside of it. So that's kind of interesting. Oops. Oops. Oh no. Oh god. Part mount. There we go. Whoa. No. Back. Nope. Thank you. Hey, we leveled up. Hell yeah. There we go. All right. Part mount. Brake pads. There we go. Hell yeah. Whoa, not the muffler. Not the muffler. I wanted to put brake pads on it. There we go. Alright, there we go. We are done with this one. Car status, all done. Finish order. Hell yeah, there we go. Now we've gotten to level 2. So that means we should be able to, get some more difficult jobs to do, right? How do I... Cost 1. Available skill points 1. I only have 1 skill point. Okay. What's going on with this one? Other task list provided. Also look into getting new tools. Okay, maybe I should do that. Tools. Garage expansion. Tools. Tablet. Allows you to access the shop from anywhere in the garage. That's kind of nice. Onboard diagnostics. Fuel pressure meter. Electric multimeter. Compression tester. Tire tread gauge. Charger. Welder. Window tint toolkit. Top one is the story mission? What? Where? that or the car wash and the like. This stuff? What? What? What do you mean? Garage expansion, paint shop, dyno, lifter, salvaging, car wash. The job lists the ones without timers are mission ones. Okay. So this one, the Griffin Tyro, that's an actual mission one. I guess it makes sense too, because it actually has a story with it. Okay. Yep, okay. I was referred here by my neighbor. He's a car dealer. I hear that your repair shop has been up and running since quite recently. But you look like a promising mechanic. It is almost annual service time. My buddy doesn't seem to have any problems, but I'll leave that for you to decide. Please change the oil filters and fill the missing fluids. I haven't had time for that recently. John mentioned that there was tapping in the camshaft, question mark? That doesn't sound good. I don't know what he meant. Perhaps it'll take more sense to you, or it'll make more sense to you. Please take care of my car. Have a good day. Change the oil and other tasks. Okay. You are clearly a mini. With a very interesting paint job / wrap. You're very green. Fancy. God, I forgot how the hoods open up on these things. Car status. Okay, here we go. Wow. So we've got a lot to do on this one. Cam gear, camshaft, idler, roller A, ignition coil, oil filter, rubber bushings, serpentine belt, and 2 spark plugs? Okay. And a repair minimum of 81%. Okay. Alright. Apparently we're gonna be blowing this freaking engine apart. Oh yeah, that's right, I need to sell this stuff. What? No, I didn't want to add that to my list. I wanted to sell it. No! Where's my shopping list? Get rid of this. I don't need that. Okay. Car status. Examination mode. So there's some rubber bushings. Looks like on the front. And in the back, maybe? 'Cause they look red. Yeah. Brake pads. Brake rotors. Oil filter. Okay. Huh. Wow. Huh. Okay. Oh, I don't want to do that. Let's go back into normal mode. Guess we could start on the brakes. Why not? Just mouse clicking, removing car parts. Must be very nice to do. Unlike my real job. Alright. So that side. God, that rotor looks fucked. Golly. Move to the back. Caliper actually doesn't look bad, neither does the rotor. It looks like it's just the brake pads that are bad. So maybe I'll just leave that rotor on that. There we go. Yeah. Actually, it doesn't say what its condition is. So I don't know, maybe I should go ahead and take that other rotor off. Okay. Second. Whoa. Whoa. Accessible from under the car. Okay. Yes, we will lift it up. Just wanting to do the rear ones. Oh, my headset's also dying. Perfect. How? Now that is very confusing. Give me a minute while I gotta plug my headset in real quick. Headset's dying. What I was saying that's interesting about that, hold on. Are you actually charging? Yes, okay. It showed an animation of, this front suspension crossmember, the bushing. And it has the bushing being bolted through the top, and then it has the bushing also coming out the top. The way that this subframe looks, that should be bolted through the bottom, because how the subframe gets held to the body, the bolt's supposed to go through the bushing, and then it bolts the subframe to the body, like through the bottom. How the hell do you plan on holding the subframe to the car by bolting it through the top? That doesn't make any sense. That's just really bad game design. Anyway. Just want me to replace those bushings? Okay. Whoa, whoa, no, no, not that. Stop. There we go. So that's done. Guess, now for the fun part. Blowing this engine apart. I wonder how fun that's gonna be. What do you mean I can't just pull the timing cover off? Lame. Didn't it say it wanted to replace the spark plugs? Pretty sure it did. Two of them. I don't know which two. Oh, I guess it was those two. I already took them out. Okay. Also really strange that it's only having me replace 2 spark plugs. Normally you replace all of them at the same time. But it is also... It's like I need to replace the camshaft. Pretty sure I'd have to take the valve cover off to do that, shouldn't I? Why won't you let me take the valve cover off? Because I got the other ignition coils in it, I guess. Yep. Camshafts. Ooh. Do I have to take the rear timing cover off? I guess. Yep. 'Cause there's a cam gears on it. Oh, okay. So this style has the variable valve timing on the back side. Interesting. Wait. Okay. Whatever. I guess that works. Whoa. A little too far in here. How do I... There we go. Let's see. How does it want me to do this? Well, let me take that off. Huh. Well then. Ah. There we go. There we go. And this is a timing belt setup. Fancy. Eh? Nope. Still won't let me do it. Gotta take the cam caps off. There we go. Hey, there we go. Hell yeah. That should be everything. Belt tensioner, brake pads, cam gear, idler, rubber bushing, serpentine belt. That's everything. Repair, minimum condition, 81%. So, nope, not that. So, 81%. But it doesn't want that on parts that I've taken off though. So I don't, because like that camshaft cap is at 77, but that's not part of the, that wasn't part of their original concern. So I don't have to replace that, do I? Right? Maybe. Belt tensioner. Brakes, brake discs, brake pads. Those ones are fine. That one is not. Let's see. Wait, where are these other brake pads from? I have 3 sets of brake pads. Uh-oh. I think I forgot to sell something. Oh no! Oh god, and I just blew this whole car apart. Uh-oh. Well then. This might be an issue. Welcome to hell, thanks. Oh no. Okay. Let's see. I think that was that everything? Brake pad. So it did belt tensioner, brake discs, brake pads, oh, what's cam gear? Cam gear, idler roller A. Cam gear. The Idler roller A is not bad. It's at 83%. What was the... It's 81. Huh. It's saying 81, but it's at 83. Huh. Do I just go ahead and do it? That doesn't make any sense. There's more than one? Where? Idler roller A. Say only one. Idler roller A. Serpentine belt. Might still be on the engine. Oh, you're right. There it is. Yeah, so it was the idler roller for the timing belt, and I was looking at the idler pulley for the serpentine belt. So that's what it was. Where'd that go? Where'd you go, idler roller A? Oh, idler roller A. Where have you gone? It's gone. Erased from existence. That's unfortunate. Oh, there it is. Found it. Okay. I think that's every... Oh, wait, nope, we forgot the, We actually didn't take the oil filter off. I'm pretty sure they wanted an oil change, right? Yeah, oil filter. Okay. Oh, except I'm probably gonna have to do that from the bottom. Oops. Yep, there we go. Also, did you drain the oil? No, I did not. So let's go ahead and do that. Yippee! Put that thing back where it came from, or God so help me! Okay. That should be it. So now let's buy parts. Open shopping list. Add that to the list. Move that. Belt tensioner. Buy that. Move that. Now for the fun part. It says I need 3 brake pads, but I'm pretty sure I don't need that many. Oh god, I just deleted something. I didn't mean to. Oh no. Oh god. Oh no. What have I done? Oh no. Ignition coil. No items in this selection. What? Why can't I get ignition coils? Hello? Do I have to get those somewhere else? Gearboxes, tune-up. There we go. Hey, found them. Don't laugh at me. Don't laugh at me, throw me. Don't laugh at me. It's not funny. I didn't mean to do that. It's so over. Oh yeah, we gotta go back. Cam gear. Safety belt. There we go. Don't buy from here? Ooh. That was the fancy shop? You just lost money? Oh no. There was another shop? What? How? What do you mean by this? Where else am I supposed to buy them at? Hello? What do you mean? I'm so confused. Electronics shop? What the? Oh no. Tell me I blame you. This is your fault. You should have told me this. God dang it. So now I realize how much money I spent, because I spent... Ah! The ignition coils here are like 60. How much were they at the other place? Let's see. Ooh. Ooh. They got fancy parts here. How much were they here? Did they show the ignition coil here? Where was that? They were double the price. 180 to 60. God dang. You paid for the painted ones. I really did. I went straight into the O'Reilly's performance area and just grabbed the shiny ignition coils. I went and bought the Excel or MSD ignition coils when I could have just gotten the, you know, the cheap crappy ones from behind the counter. Saved my money. Oh my god. God dang it. The plugs hurt so much. Oh god. I mean, I had to learn eventually. Now I know. Oh, oh goodness. Well then. I love wasting money. Oh no. That sucks. I guess, let's work on getting this engine put back together. Let's see. Part mount. Camshaft. New camshaft. They will look fancy as a plus. Yes, that's exactly what the customer is wanting. Fancy ignition coils when whatchamacallit. I only bought 2. So the other ones are just gonna look really out of place. There we go. There's that. Whoa, nope. Out. Nope. There we go. is going on? No, I don't want to unmount. I want to mount. Why do I have 2 idler rollers? Serpentine belt. Thought I bought a replacement one for this. That is way too. That is not good. Huh. Oh, that must have been one of the parts I accidentally removed. Yeah, that must have been it. Hold on. Inventory. Yep. There we go. Hello? Part mount. Belt. Belt A, new. Belt tensioner, also new. And we're not going to be like all the Ricer Hondas with our upper timing cover missing. We're gonna put our timing cover back on. We're gonna be sensible about this. Go. Yeah, see, it's acting like both this idler for the drive belt and then the idler for the timing belt. It's the same idler pulley, which I guess makes it easier for programming, I guess. I don't know. Okay, so I gotta put this other stuff back on. Hello? There we go. Wait, what's the timing chain part of that? Car status. No. No, it's just cam gear. Yeah, that's not part of it. Okay. We're good then. Part mount. Go. Timing cover. Valve cover. Start from the middle, work your way out. Cross pattern. There we go. Place. Oh man. Put in our fancy spark plugs. Spent way too much money on them. God. Yep. Yep. Mm-hmm. Cylinder 1 and 2 are going to be running fantastic. But they have red. Yes, indeed. Super fancy. Alright. Guess let's put the oil filter on it. Oh yeah, that's right. Mount part. Oil filter. New oil filter. There we go. And the Earl. It's got all the vitamins and minerals you need. Made out of dead dinosaurs. There we go. Spilt it all over the valve cover. Perfect. Okay. Guess let's do some brakes. Ah. There's some more parts that were not added to the list. Let's go ahead and check the back here. Yeah, see, these are fine. Look at all these brake pads. I have all the brake pads. That caliper's good. That's all good. I've really zoomed in. Let me out. Just a quick question. Is there anybody watching Pippa's stream? I'm kind of curious. I'm curious how many cars she's worked on. Oh wait, I need to go into parts mounting. Wonder what the car total is between the two of us. Who's done more? I mean, I'm pretty confident I know the answer to it, but it'd be fun to hear anyway. I'm sure she's just been yapping away. She's done like 9 or 10, I think. She's done more. Wow. And she's got a Miata in the game. Nice. Hell yeah, that's awesome. I haven't counted, but she did find a Miata in the junkyard. Nice. But the Miata's not in the game from the get-go, though, right? Like, she had to mod it in there. I also figured out parts that I forgot. Let's see. Where are the bad brake rotors? Add. She's over level 5? Good God. Well, she also has been playing this more than I have. I literally just started playing this tonight. Might be a DLC one? Oh, okay. I already bought the serpentine belt. To my part. Alright, there we go. Part install. Go. Might be a DLC. Okay, now how do I not have enough brake pads? I need more brake pads. I need better brake pads. Ouch. Okay. Let's try this again. Oh, shit. Let's put that back on. Wait, I said 76. I need to be at 81, right? Is that part of the rubber bushing? No, that's not part of the repair, so we're fine. So we can just put that back on. There we go. There we go. Let's put those rubber bushings in. Whoa. 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 I still don't understand the bolts going through the top of it. That makes no sense at all. Wait, no, I don't want to disassemble. I want to assemble. Install the bushing. There we go. Yeah. There we go. That should be everything. Yeah, look at that. Hell yeah. I don't think I need to sit here and undo all these stars, but whatever. Oh, okay. Well, that's just fluids. Okay, that's not a big deal. You can do that pretty quick. Because it is actually quitting time. So we can knock out the fluids and be done with it. If I can remember how to do this correctly. There we go. There we go. Go. Do the power steering. Wait, no. There we go. Add your Queb power steering fluid. Okay. Now that should be everything. Nope, brake fluid. Where are you at, brake master cylinder? I can't see shit. There we go. Now we're done. Yeah, finish order. I'm staring at the ceiling. Why? All right. Well, that was certainly an experience. Yeah, I'd have to say I definitely enjoy this more than my summer car. Because I can literally just focus on working on cars instead of having to do all the weird life survival stuff. 4 XP off a level? Oh, you're right. No. Oh my god. I could have gotten to level 3 this stream if it wasn't... Needed 4 more experience points. God dang it. Oh well. Not that big a deal. But yeah, I definitely enjoyed this. Enjoyed this a lot more. So think I'll try to keep playing this instead of playing my summer car. I'm enjoying this a lot more. Plus, I'll be kind of interested because you said that Pippa was able to find a Mini Cooper at a junkyard, so I kind of wonder. I want to try to, because I haven't tried to do that part yet. So that'd be kind of neat to see if I could go find another car. Did you use the loot box? No. I also need to sell all this shit. No, not add it to the list. Get rid of it. I want it to go away. Except for the random brake shoes I bought on accident. They have barns and junkyard cars in this? Oh, okay. I got another case. Barn location map! Ha 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 ha! Look at that. Hell yeah. Collect items. Barn location map. And another case. I'll just go ahead and do this. Nice. Oh, I got another case! Holy shit. Alright, I'll just keep going then. Hey, I did get level 3. There we go. Hell yeah. And 56 credits. Oh, yay. So... do I just go ahead and do it? Do I just go ahead and do the barn location map? Also, how do I even do this? Does it take a long time or is it pretty quick? It is 7 minutes past. You need levels first, I think. Oh, so I can't do anything with it just yet then. Do you want to add barn destination to your map? The junkyard is level 5 and barns might be around then. Okay, so it's added to my map, but I probably can't do anything with it. I don't even know how you would do that. Oh, there is on here. Garage. junkyard, drag strip, car salon, parking, car auctions, speed track. Required level 10. Oh shit. Okay, so that is gonna be a while. Okay. We're not doing that this stream. Alright. Well, that was fun. I still enjoyed it. Still seems like there's a lot of content and other stuff to explore in this game, so think I'll definitely stick to this rather than my summer car. So guess look forward to more Car Mechanic Simulator 2021. And I'm gonna go ahead and call it here. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Hope you learned something. I mean, definitely feel free to, if you have any car questions or anything like that next stream, I mean, feel free to mention them, or, I mean, you can even leave a chat in this stream and I can answer it if you want me to. Yeah. Have a good night, guys, and I'll catch y'all later. Bye-bye. Oto Saucer. Pascal out.